Terry Fox Marathon of Hope. Newfoundland was where Terry began. Ontario was where cancer caught up. All of those kilometers he battled so hard for the lives of all cancer victims. Thank you for inviting me to speak this afternoon. Today we walk to honor Terry Fox and to raise money and awareness for cancer. I consider Terry Fox to be a hero. When I was just a little bit older than you are now, Terry Fox started his run across Canada to raise money for cancer research. I was inspired by his words and his actions. He was going to run across Canada to raise money. No one had tried to do that before. He dreamed big and he worked hard to make those dreams come true. Terry's words meant a lot to me then, and even more to me now. Terry had hope. Hope that one day there would be a cure for cancer. In the last year, my life has been changed because of cancer. People in my family have been affected by lung cancer, prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer, multiple myeloma, acute myeloid leukemia, and me. I had kidney cancer. Thanks to Terry Fox and his legacy, when I was diagnosed, I had hope. Hope surrounded me when I was in the hospital. I had a bag with me that had these items: a book, an iPod, and a phone. Now you might wonder what these have to do with cancer and hope. Well, this is my story. Hope was in the doctor's words, who talked to me right from the get-go about the treatment being the cure. Hope was in the songs I listened to on my iPod. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song, Rachel Platten. I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. Black Eyed Peas. I'm not the only one that crashed into the sun and lived to fight another day. Headley. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. I am titanium. David Guetta. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Journey.
I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing.
Hope was in the book I read as I tried to fall asleep. Now, I don't normally read books about football, but this book was in my bag that I'd taken to the hospital, and my husband had read it months before. I don't really know what it was doing there. Anyway, I had a really hard time falling asleep, and so I pulled out this book to read and distract me a little. The thoughts that win the battle in your mind will direct your life. The mind constantly sends messages to the body, and the body listens. These words were in the book that I was reading, and it means that what you think affects your body. If you focus on productive things and talk to yourself in productive ways, that will put you in a productive mindset. Again, be positive. Now, my husband had read this book months before I got sick, and he'd underlined these last words he had written, and he had written my name beside these words. That evening, I was thinking pretty negatively. I'd just been told that I probably had cancer and that I was going to have to be in the hospital. Honestly, I was scared of what was ahead of me. These words, the words of the doctors, the words in the songs, and the words in the book. The fact that my husband had connected these words of hope to me changed my mindset to that of thinking positively and to have hope. And finally, hope was on my phone. It was in the messages and the emails and phone calls people made to me. There were stories of people who had the same cancer that I had, and their survival stories were shared with me. These words were heard again and again. Remember, you have lots of friends at Salem. I was thinking about you today. You are a very positive person, so now is the time to put all positive energy around you. The medical staff are amazing. You are in good hands. I know you can handle it, and with grace. I'm sending happy thoughts your way. Being positive and having hope is very important, but I also know that as a result of all the money that people and children like you raise and the amazing doctors and technologies, I no longer have cancer. I mentioned earlier how my family has been affected by cancer this year. 4 of the people in my family have been or are being cured of cancer. 2 are not. Unfortunately, many people in the world are in this same situation. I've come to realize how truly lucky I am. You see, as came to light in a conversation I had recently with a friend, survivors of cancer do not battle the disease any harder than those who do not. Luck plays a very important role. I was lucky to have my cancer discovered early. I was lucky to have surgery as a treatment. I was lucky to have recovered from the surgery quickly. I was lucky that my body responded to the treatment so well. I was truly lucky. Unfortunately, not everyone is as lucky as me. These red shirts are for cancer survivors. Today I joined Terry's team, and I will wear mine proudly and recognize that I am one of the lucky ones. I think Terry was right when he said, "The answer is to try and help others." I told you at the beginning that Terry Fox is a hero to me. He has been almost my whole life. Terry Fox died in June 1981, but his inspiration lived on in the hearts of all Canadians. These words, and the ones I read at the beginning, came from a poem I wrote on September 19th, 1982, after I completed the second annual Terry Fox run with my school. Canadians had banded together to continue Terry's Marathon of Hope. I was so inspired by this event that when I went home I wrote this poem. I pulled it out of my mother's attic recently to share with you, the first time I've shared it with anyone. We've come a long way in cancer research since those days, but there is still a very long way to go. Terry's dream was that all people with cancer would be cured. It is so important that we keep Terry's dream alive, that we keep raising money and running or walking in his honor. Hope, luck, improving screening and treatments for cancer are all so important. I share Terry's dream and hope that one day all cancers will be found early and that all people who have cancer will be cured. Let's keep Terry's dream alive. Thank you.